Welcome back to another episode of the Come Up Louisville. I am your host, Bandy. And of course, we here again just to shine a spotlight on the artists that you need to be adding to your playlist. And on today's episode, I got Rob Lee
Hey,
kicking it with us, man. How are you?
man, I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm good, man. I'm always good, man. Weather's good,
Yeah, it is.
tired of the cold. So, hey, we out here, man.
Yeah.
So I just want to kick it off real quick, man. One of my favorite things, and I think one of the most important things to ask people when it comes to, like music or any type of creative arts, and it's like what got you into it? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you get into music?
So I just think it's like naturally instilled in me. I feel like I've been singing ever since like I was like really, really young, like before I remember. Um, it's in my blood. Like my mother sings, all my brothers and sisters, they do some type of music. So I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I just really feel like I just like came out singing for real. You know what I'm saying?
Did you like sing in the church and stuff like that too, or
Yeah.
kind of just?
Once I was old enough and started going to church, I did sing in the church choir, but I was like the first kid in the adult choir at my church. They didn't
Oh,
even
shit.
have like a youth choir, and I had to kind of like fight to get into the adult choir. But I really like I always used to be at the rehearsals with my dad, and I
Yeah.
just really wanted to sing. So
Nah, that's
yeah,
dope. That's dope. I was in the
yeah,
choir for a little bit, but
yeah.
man,
Youth
cause my
choir,
mom, yeah,
yeah,
no, definitely. And my mom used to sing too, but it kind of got to a point where like she just stopped singing, and I felt like I could sing too.
yeah.
But then like I hit puberty, and I was just like, yeah, it's over for me.
You didn't just hit them low notes.
Nah, I was trying. I still be putting on little concerts here and there,
Yeah.
but we're not gonna get into all that. But what would you say are some of like your early influences when it came to music? I know you said you pretty much come from a family that sings.
Yeah, so like my early influences as far as like on the radio and like music videos and in the world, definitely gonna have to say Usher. Um, you know, later on, early 2000s, Chris Brown really became a huge influence on my like artistry.
That's my guy.
Yeah, Chris
That's
Brown's
my
really
guy.
dope. I love Luther Vandross, Stevie Wonder, Craig David. I don't know if you know Craig David. He's like from the UK, but he was
Mhm.
kind of popular like in the late 90s,
Oh,
early
okay.
2000s. He's really dope. I say that he really like influenced a lot of like stuff that I do, like as far as harmonies and sound. And then Brandy, like Brandy, everybody kind of grew up with like Moesha Brandy. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? She was singing all on the radio and stuff like
Brandy can
that.
sing her
She
ass off,
sang,
bro.
yeah. So like
She
I
be
really,
singing.
all of them had a lot to influence on me.
No,
For
I
real.
dig that. I did that. So when it comes to your music, how did you kind of like find your sound when it came to music?
So I think when I first started like recording, I was like making them as Chris Brown demos. Like it was kind of like the thing around like 2009 or 10. And especially with YouTube just coming out, like
Hmm.
so, like I would drop a song and then have in parentheses Chris Brown demo,
Oh, nice.
just to like shop it to him or just to like bring more attention to it.
Yeah.
But then once I realized that I really don't like sound like Chris Brown, I think I just kind of like started to like, I don't know, just like really develop my own style, try to sound way different than any of the male artists that I was like listening to. But I think one person that I kind of closely do sound alike, and what people tell me would be like August Alsina and Omarion. Those are two big people that a lot of people be like, I heard you, y'all know, you got similar voices. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Nah, I can
So
definitely, I can definitely, I can definitely, I can definitely hear that. Nah, because when me listening, listen to the songs that I listen to of yours, and then you kind of mentioning those too,
yeah,
I can kind of hear the
yeah,
correlation now
kind
for
of, yeah,
sure.
like me too, but you know.
So, so when it comes to like creating the song and kind of like what what's that process like when it comes to like, all right, you got this idea, now it's time to go ahead and record it. Like, what does that process look like for you?
So you mean like the actual creation of the song or like the recording process of it?
Yeah, like just like your whole creative process as a whole, kind of just like what, like from start to finish, like what does that generally look like when it goes into making a song?
So like now for me, I really just like listen to a instrumental, and I kind of try to decide whatever feeling and mood that that instrumental like puts me in the mind of. So you know, like sometimes you can hear an instrumental and it sounds like you riding in the car down the street. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like sounds like you listen to it at night. Some songs sound like you should listen to them like in the fall or the winter. You know what I'm saying? You got your summertime hits. You know what I'm saying? The summer takeover song. So I just try to feel whatever vibe the music gives me, and then I just literally like say whatever's on my mind at the time. So like if I'm upset, if I'm angry, if I'm a little sad, whatever like that, then I just kind of like write from that place.
Hmm.
And usually when you coming from that like passionate feeling, whatever you say, like as far for me, as far as my writing goes, like it kind of hits. You know what I'm saying, with the beat, and then I just take it from her, and you know I'll listen to like maybe my idea
Hmm.
and create a whole verse or two off of that.
Nah, I definitely dig that. So with that being said, how did solo come about?
So solo, so I have been doing this music thing for quite some time now. I probably
Mhm.
dropped my first project in about like 2008. um and the goal was to always, you know, like everybody says, network,
Yeah.
you know, rub your elbows with people and stuff like that. But one thing that you really find in this music industry, and specifically within this city in particular, is that you can make a lot of connections but they don't last.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think when I wrote solo, I really wanted to focus on like the fact that God got me here, and God is the one who's going to remain with me and keep me, you know, going
Yeah.
throughout it. So I'm saying that I'm solo, but really like it's really just about that. You gotta like be okay with being alone sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
absolutely.
yeah,
No, absolutely. I think everybody kind of goes through that phase where it's just like, you know what? I got it.
yeah,
I'm a look out for me,
yeah,
and sometimes you just got to better yourself like that. And I feel like a lot of times when people do better themselves like that, that's when they really get the best out of themselves.
exactly. You're right, man.
So would you say solo is like one of the favorite songs you made, or do you got another one that's kind of like one of your faves?
So solo is probably my favorite song from my latest project, which is Blackmail.
Hmm.
I think that that song and Energy probably are two of my top favorite songs from that project. So Solo and Energy, yeah, I like both of those. I like the vibe on Solo though. Like it's
No, it's
really
definitely a
like
vibe. It's
the
definitely a
beat, you
vibe.
know what I'm saying? Like the harmonies, I really like how it flows, man.
I like that. I like that. So when it comes to like when you look at your career as a whole, thus far, like what would you like? What are some of the hurdles that you felt that you had to overcome, and like what are some of your accomplishments? Uh, excuse me. What are some of your accomplishments that you had as well?
So I'm gonna start with the accomplishments, and then I'm gonna talk about the hurdles.
Okay.
So like some of my biggest accomplishments, I feel like would be like opening for Tory Lanez at Mercury Ballroom. I opened up for Bone Thugs and Harmony. I think that was really like a dope experience to have. Uh, I was supposed to open up for Faith Evans and Joe when they came here for a
Oh
concert,
shit.
but like apparently the tickets sales weren't that great, so they ended up like canceling that show. But it was like really dope knowing that I was selected to open up for two of my favorite singers like in the
Yeah.
R&B industry. So that was really dope. When my first project Art of Flight came out, uh it was like on the radio here in Louisville the very next day, like on
Oh
B96
shit.
93.1. They still to this day play a song of mine called Monday Morning on 101.3 every so often. So I really think that that's dope. Um, I got a lot of support when I first dropped. So
Hmm.
this is why I wanted to start with the accomplishments, because like
Yeah.
the hurdles is when you have so much support starting off and then that support starts to like fall off, it really puts you in a mindset where you like start to like second guess yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think when I released my second project, Blackmail, not a lot of people was like hip to it. I wasn't really doing the videos as much anymore. I really wasn't putting my best foot forward to like promote it. I was just kind of hoping that the support that I had would remain, and really like people kind of lost interest. So
Mhm.
that kind of made me like question my talent. Do I even really want to do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that as an artist, that's one of the biggest hurdles that you will face is like the motivation for yourself to keep going.
Mhm.
So, you know, I just think it's important, like I said, for you to know why you started, what you're doing it for, and to do it for yourself and not necessarily the people, because the people, they gonna come and go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
So how did you like? So how did you kind of feel like you overcame that obstacle?
so I just really refocused my relationship with God. I mean, I don't know if that sounds like corny or whatever, but
Nah,
like, you
absolutely
know,
not.
I had to really like kind of snap myself out of that depression, or you know, that self-doubt, what do they call it, imposter syndrome, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And like, hey, wake up, you're not that guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've done a whole lot, you can do a whole lot more, you know what I'm saying? All you got to do is push yourself. And that's really like, once I aligned my mind with that and then started like, you know, reading some Bible verses, Proverbs and Psalms is really good for you. Like, if you ever feeling in a low spot, but like really realigning myself with God, you know, like praying more and stuff like that, like all of it connected back in. And it just kind of made me remember who I am and what I'm capable of, and that I'm still capable of that. You know what I'm saying? So,
I got you. I
yeah.
got you. Nah, man. Nah, I definitely think it's never corny to, you know what I'm saying, sometimes just get yourself realigned. I
Yeah.
think we all need that at some point in time.
Right, right.
So, but what you got coming up next?
So, actually, I'm about to get back in the studio and start working on another project. I don't want to necessarily call it an album, because I don't know if it's gonna be end up being an album or EP or multiple things. You know what I'm saying? I really just been doing a lot of writing. Also, a TV show in Atlanta called Complicated Atlanta reached out to me, and they accepted some music from my first album to
Oh
be
shit.
featured on the TV show. So I'm
Fire.
really excited for like that to come out and people to, you know, like discover my music more from there as well. And last but not least, I just want to like get on some more visuals, do some traveling, because like I do get some radio spins outside of the city now.
Oh
Like,
nice.
yeah, so like I really want to get to some of those places and connect with those fans and make more fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really my ultimate goal, is to just keep pushing, keep doing what I've been doing, you know, stay motivated, man.
I dig that. I dig that. Nah, definitely congratulations, man.
Thank you, man.
Those are some big accomplishments that you
Appreciate it, bro.
got in the work. So
Thank you.
congrats on that. But I'm gonna put you on the hot seat a little bit, man. We're
Oh
gonna have
shoot.
some fun.
Okay.
So I want you to give me your top 5 R&B artists.
My top 5 R&B artists, like right now, right now.
It could be now, it could be of all time, however you want to spin it. Ain't no order.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna try to keep it a little recent, just so that way people that might be watching might know who I'm talking about. So, huh, this is kind of tough though, because I got so many like R&B artists that I listen to. So I'm gonna really start with the people that I'm listening to the most, and that's gonna be Coco Jones. Um,
Love me some Coco.
man, Coco's really dope. Of course,
Coco
Chris
5.
Brown. Um, I'm amazed by his longevity and the fact that he continues to make hits
After hits.
after hit after hit after hit. Like,
Man.
man, that dude is really like cold. Um, let's see. There is a R&B artist by the name of Kiana Lede
Mm.
that maybe not a lot of people have heard of, but they've definitely heard her music. So she's really dope. Um, I'm really trying to make sure that I stick to R&B and not like, because there's a weird thing in music going on right now where a lot of like rappers are singing but they're not singers.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm really trying to make sure that I'm focusing on people who actually like sing. So I'm gonna say Usher too, because Usher's still dropping fire. And
He is.
and then last, I'm gonna just say me, because I do listen to myself a lot. Rob Lee, music,
I respect that.
it's
I probably would
fire.
have did the same thing. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna hold you. So I ain't even mad at that. What is your dream collaboration?
Oh man, it hurts my feelings for you to ask that question, because I had a dream collaboration and now I got to come up with a new dream collaboration. It was Snoop Dogg. I really wanted to work with him, but I know a lot of people are mad at him because what he did at Trump's inauguration.
Damn.
Damn. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say Anderson .Paak.
Anderson .Paak is fire.
Anderson .Paak.
He is dope, bro.
Look at how he like took Bruno Mars to a new level.
Yeah.
Right now he's working with Mariah Carey on her new project, and a lot of people are really like feeling that new little sound she's coming out with. Anderson .Paak, man, if you ever see this, I would love to work with you. You dope.
And last one. What is a fun fact about yourself that many may not know?
Um, I think a fun fact that many don't know. I like hip hop, but I don't like rap. Let me make that make sense.
I get it.
You
I
get
get
it?
it.
You
But
get
make
it?
it make sense for them.
So like hip hop is about real life, it's about that raw emotion. It has substance to it. I think rap focuses on a culture that they want to exist, but like it really don't exist. And I think like the industry is proving that right now. Look at Diddy. Look at all these people that are falling.
Yeah.
That lifestyle is not real, and we have to stop glorifying it.
That's gospel.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that.
But I don't know if that's a fun fact. Fun that I love hip hop. But that last part, yeah, you right. I just felt the need to,
Let it out. Nah, I respect. That's what
know.
we here for, man. That's what we here for. But nah, we coming up to the end, man. And I just want to, like I want to thank you for kicking it with me.
Man, thank you for having me, for
Nah,
real.
absolutely. But before I let you go, I do want you to let the people know, like, what is it that you want people to take from your music?
Um, my music makes you feel good. Um, I got that old school R&B, fall in love in the 90s type of feeling to my music, you know what I'm saying? So like if you into that, if you like to get a little sentimental, if you like driving in the rain and late night in the car, smoking with your boo, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm definitely the soundtrack for all them occasions. If you feeling, passionate about anything, like I think my music really conveys all of that. So I definitely think you should give it a listen. My first project, Art of Flight, my second project, Blackmail, any releases that I have, they all fire. For real.
I respect it, man. Where
Thank you,
can
man.
we find you?
So you can find me on Instagram and social media at Rob Lee Music 88. Um, I'm on Spotify, iTunes, probably the radio somewhere. But yeah, like I got 2 albums out, EP and a mixtape. So my mixtape's on SoundCloud. That's definitely worth listening to as well. It's up to you to tap in.
Nah, make sure they tap in. Make sure y'all tap in,
Make sure
man.
y'all tap
But
in.
again, man, I appreciate you coming to kick it with
Thank you,
me.
man.
And that's it for another episode of the Come Up Louisville, man.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next time. And don't forget, I'm trying to shine the spotlight on the artists that we need to add to your playlist. I'll see y'all next time.